Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the dark world of copycat killers. These are individuals who drew inspiration from infamous criminals, movies, or TV shows to commit their own heinous acts. Viewer discretion is advised. We're going to take a journey into 10 cases of copycat killings, each one a chilling echo of another crime, a ripple effect of violence that reaches out from the past, or from our screens, to touch the lives of unsuspecting victims. These aren't just stories, they're stark reminders of the darkness that exists within our world. Let's begin. Imagine this. 1982 Chicago. You wake up with a headache, reach for a bottle of Tylenol, a trusted household name. You swallow a couple of capsules, never suspecting they're laced with cyanide. 7 people in the Chicago area died this way, their everyday lives brutally interrupted. The killer was never caught, but the terror they unleashed didn't end there. The Tylenol murders sparked a wave of copycat poisonings across the United States. People tampered with everything from over-the-counter medications to food products, instilling a deep sense of paranoia in the public. The FDA introduced tamper-resistant packaging, a standard we take for granted today. But the invisible scars remained, a chilling reminder of how easily our trust can be shattered. The copycats ensured that the legacy of the Tylenol murders would live on, not just in the annals of crime, but in the collective memory of a nation forever changed. The Zodiac Killer. A name that still sends chills down your spine, a phantom that haunted California in the late 60s and early 70s, taunting police with cryptic ciphers and boasting of his kills. His identity? A mystery that endures to this day. But the Zodiac's reign of terror found a disturbing echo in the actions of Heriberto Eddie Seda. New York City, 1990s. Seda, obsessed with the Zodiac, decided to pick up the mantle, to become the boogeyman of a new generation. He crafted his own ciphers, sent taunting letters to the police, even adopting the Zodiac's cross-circle symbol. 3 people died at his hands, 4 more bore the scars of his attacks. The city held its breath, the specter of the Zodiac looming large. Seda's crimes were a desperate attempt to step out of the shadow of his idol, to carve his own name into the bloody tapestry of history. In the end, Seda's downfall came from a simple act of familial betrayal. His own brother turned him in. Whitechapel, London. The name itself conjures up images of fog-choked alleyways and the chilling specter of Jack the Ripper. A century after the Ripper terrorized the city, his shadow still lingered, long enough to touch the mind of Derek Brown. In 2007, Brown, fixated on the Ripper's brutality, decided to pay homage to his idol. He stalked the streets of Whitechapel, targeting sex workers, just as Jack had done. 2 women, their lives brutally cut short, became Brown's victims. Their bodies, bearing the horrific hallmarks of the Ripper's handiwork, served as Brown's twisted love letter to his idol. Brown meticulously studied the Ripper's crimes, immersing himself in the details. His capture, a testament to the tireless work of law enforcement, brought an end to Brown's gruesome homage. But the question remained: how much of the Ripper's darkness lived on in Derek Brown? Oliver Stone's Natural Born Killers, a film meant to critique the media's glorification of violence, ironically became a lightning rod for controversy. The film follows Mickey and Mallory Knox, 2 lovers on a cross-country killing spree. But what Stone intended as a cautionary tale, some viewers interpreted as a twisted gospel. Take the case of Benjamin Darris and Sarah Edmondson. Infatuated with the film, they embarked on their own real-life rampage. Then there's Eric Tavolares and Justine Matestic, another couple who took inspiration from Natural Born Killers. These cases sparked a debate about the responsibility of art. Natural Born Killers serves as a stark reminder that art, even with the best of intentions, can have unintended consequences. Dexter, a popular TV show, presented a unique premise: a forensic blood spatter analyst who moonlights as a vigilante serial killer. The show was a hit, but its popularity took a dark turn with the case of Mark Twitchell. Twitchell, an aspiring filmmaker, became obsessed with Dexter Morgan. He admired Dexter's meticulous planning and ability to maintain a double life. But Twitchell's admiration morphed into something far more sinister: a desire to emulate his idol. Using dating websites to lure unsuspecting men, Twitchell attempted to recreate Dexter's kill room. One man, Johnny Altinger, tragically lost his life, falling prey to Twitchell's twisted fantasy. Twitchell's case highlights the dangers of blurring the lines between fiction and reality. He saw himself as Dexter's apprentice, his crimes a twisted form of fan fiction brought to life. Twitchell's trial became a media sensation, with experts debating the influence of Dexter on his actions. Imagine the idyllic image of a typical American family. Now imagine that idyllic image shattered by an unspeakable act of violence. This was the reality for the Conley family. Andrew Conley, a seemingly normal 17-year-old, harbored a dark secret, an obsession with death. And like Mark Twitchell before him, Conley found inspiration in the character of Dexter Morgan. Conley's victim was his own 10-year-old brother, Connor. Conley strangled Connor, the act itself a chilling echo of Dexter's preferred method. His story serves as a chilling reminder that the influence of fiction can be profound, particularly on young minds. The Yorkshire Ripper. Peter Sutcliffe, a name that terrorized northern England in the late 1970s. His brutal attacks on women left a community living in fear. But even after Sutcliffe's capture, the fear he had sown didn't disappear entirely. It lingered, finding fertile ground in the mind of John Humble. Humble, however, wasn't interested in replicating Sutcliffe's crimes. Instead, he sent letters and audio tapes claiming to be the Ripper. His actions had a devastating impact on the investigation, diverting resources and prolonging the agony of the victims' families. Humble's story is a chilling reminder that copycat crimes aren't always about mimicking violence, but about exploiting fear. Scream, the 1996 horror film, became a cultural phenomenon. The film's iconic villain, Ghostface, became instantly recognizable. But in 2001, the line between fiction and reality blurred tragically in Belgium. Thierry Gerardin, a seemingly ordinary man, became fixated on the Scream franchise. Gerardin, dressed in a Ghostface costume, brutally murdered 15-year-old Alison Cambier. The case sparked a debate about the influence of violent media. While Gerardin's actions cannot be solely attributed to the Scream franchise, his case serves as a stark reminder of the power of imagery. The image of Ghostface took on a chilling new meaning, a grim reminder that sometimes, the monsters we create in our entertainment can find their way into our world. The character of Dexter Morgan seemed to hold a strange allure for certain individuals. Stephen Miles, a 16-year-old from England, became another name added to the list of Dexter-inspired crimes. Miles, by all accounts, seemed like a normal teenager, but beneath the surface a darkness festered, fueled by an unhealthy obsession with the Dexter TV show. Miles, like Andrew Conley before him, became fixated on the character of Dexter Morgan. In 2014, Miles's dark fantasies turned into a horrifying reality. He brutally stabbed his girlfriend Elizabeth Thomas to death. The details of the crime bore chilling similarities to Dexter's modus operandi. Miles claimed that a voice in his head, which he named Ed, had compelled him to kill. His case serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers of unchecked obsession. The Wachowskis' The Matrix captivated audiences worldwide. Its exploration of simulated realities took a dark turn in the hands of individuals who interpreted its message in a dangerously literal sense. Josh Cook, an 18-year-old from Virginia, became obsessed with The Matrix. In 2003, Cook's obsession turned deadly. He shot and killed both of his parents, claiming that he believed he was living in The Matrix. Cook's case wasn't an isolated incident. These cases highlight the potential dangers of misinterpreting fictional narratives. The Matrix defense underscores the importance of critical thinking and seeking help when our understanding of the world becomes distorted. These cases highlight the disturbing phenomenon of copycat killings. Each case is a stark reminder that the darkness we consume can have a profound impact on those already teetering on the edge. It's a sobering thought, one that forces us to confront the power of influence and the fine line between fantasy and reality. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Stay safe and vigilant.